Alright, what's up? If you're back watching this video, I'm a little quiet right now. Girlfriend's already asleep upstairs. So I'm recapping another video I took of last week's training. This is going to be the Thursday speed session where I do everything is related to being an athlete or speed work. So I'm going to kind of give you a quick recap because the video clips are very short. I didn't video a lot. I just like one set of stuff, but I'm going to kind of explain it all and then kind of maybe voice over some of it just to like point out a few things. So speed day started with, you'll see a clip of some RPR again using the car buffer. And then I moved into 6 sets of 3 on box jumps. The second three sets. So 3 sets first were just box jumps. The second 3 were seated box jumps. I was seated on one box jumping to another. And then I moved into speed squats. So I used the same bar as I did on the max effort work earlier in the week. So it was a max effort cambered bar earlier in the week with bands, gray bands or average bands over the plates. So I went down a band, and then you'll see at the end of the video, you can see where I check the speed. I'm using an open barbell from Squats Science as a Contendo unit to be able to measure bar speed. So I'm trying to stay above a certain range on the bar speed. So that dictated the amount of load on the bar. After that, that was 8 sets of 2 paired with, you'll see a double kettlebell suitcase swing, 8 sets of 2. Those are a little light, but I didn't want to push it because I never paired the 2 up and gone back and forth really quickly between them. That's why I didn't video much because I was trying to move pretty quick. Moved into speed deads. It was 275 bar weight plus monster mini bands on our platform. I think added about 75 pounds of tension. So what I did was did 10 singles there, pulled pretty quick turnaround, maybe 30 seconds to a minute rest. So I didn't want to video those as well. I just don't like videoing, so trying to do a little bit more of this, trying to create some content. Those felt real good. I really liked how they felt. The bar moved great. Speeds were great. Then I went to another pair, which was speed bench. So I used the axle with double red mini bands, 135. Speeds were great on that too. I was really surprised because I hadn't been benching much lately. And paired that with what I'm calling an explosive sled row. And doing that, it actually gave me, like in my brachioradialis, I was really sore and crampy the next 2 days. It's the only exercise I can think that really did it. But I paired 9 sets of 3 of both of those. So I'd do a set of bench, climb up, and then slam the row, pulling as hard as I could, trying to do something explosive, pulling motion. And then I finished the session with a pair of Landmine rows and Bondarchuk presses. I might try to do some more research and look into how to explain the Bondarchuk press some more and do like its own video because it's a very like special exercise for shot putters. It's basically a standing incline press, but very explosively. I've never seen anybody talk too much about it, and that's the first time I'd ever done it. It was really fun. I kind of liked it. I'll probably keep it in there on those days, trying to mimic that push of the shot put. And then the landmine, you'll see 3 different clips of it. I do a couple different variations. The first one is where I don't rotate my body at all. I try to keep my body nice and straight, rotating just my arms. The second, I turn my torso. And the third one, when I turn, I also turn a foot. So the video is not great, but you can still see the feet move on the third variation a little bit. I did 5 sets of each on those, so I just mix up how I do the variations. I'm just trying to present my body a lot of different stimuli to try to react and be athletic and be able to react really well. So I hope you guys are liking these videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and we'll keep putting them up. I got feedback from a few people that have said to watch it. It's not a million views, but the people that are watching them are like even texting me about it. So just trying to share the content. And if you somehow stumble across this and have watched this far in the video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps build that subscriber list, which gets this video to more people and makes it more popular, more views, etc., etc. There are algorithms to that. So if you like it, if you really like the content and think this stuff is cool, share it. I'm going to probably do some stuff in the future on laying out some training, so keep your eyes out for that stuff. And yeah, so enjoy the lifts. Here you see me going through a very fast forward RPR reset, and then you'll move into the box jumps. Now you can change and vary your heights of your box jumps. I try to land as straight legged as possible, so that's why I'm not using a much higher box, as well as Here you'll see the seated box jump. I'm still trying to pick my feet up and then put them down and push as explosively as possible. Here's a quick set of my speed squats. As you can see at the very end, I'll look down and assess my speeds when I'm done on the open barbell. And this was paired immediately with double suitcase kettlebell swings. Like I said, these were a little light for this day, but I'd never done this pair before and just didn't want to overdo it day one. Here's the speed deads. And once again, checking the speed. Speed bench, you can see the unit attached there at the bottom of the bench. You'll see I'll sit up and look down at the speeds and assess that right away for immediate feedback. And this moves right into the sled power row or explosive sled row. And I really liked that pair, and I really liked how these felt, so I'll be doing these again. The first landmine variation is one where I try to keep my torso straight and just rotate the arms and nothing else turns. I was also doing a little bit lighter today, trying to move pretty explosively. Great lighting for those shoulders right there. What up? And then we'll move into the second variation where you see I turn my shoulders a lot more. You can see my chest turns towards the camera here. Another just variation, just trying to be explosive and reverse out of the bottom very quickly. And then the last variation coming up, you can see my feet at the bottom. This time my back foot will turn. And so I'm using my hips a little bit more in this variation. And then we'll finish off this with the Bondarchuk press. Really quick set of 5 in like my finishing stance for my shot put. And that's it for this one. So hope you guys enjoyed and take something away from this. Till next time.